Find the area of the circle. All right, here we have a circle, and we're given the radius as 23.3 decameters. And by the way, you can rotate these images, right? You can rotate them, make them bigger, make them smaller. So I'm just going to turn it like that, just for fun. Anyways, find the area of the circle. So to do that, I'm going to use the formula for the area of the circle. The area of a circle is pi r squared. Okay, that's pi times the radius, right? So pi times, and it's just the radius squared, the pi is not being squared. So first step, write the formula. Second step, use replacement. So the only thing to replace is the value for r, which is 23.3 in this case. Okay, and then you multiply. All right, so you use your handy dandy calculator. So, oops, and so pi. So your calculator should have a pi button. If it doesn't, you're using the wrong kind of calculator. Times 23.3 squared. Okay, and it's just the 23.3 that I've squared. I haven't squared the pi. And then press equals. There you go. All right, and there's our answer. Okay, now notice I've rounded it to like 5 decimal places. Okay, you don't have to round it, but you also don't want to leave it, with 12 or 18 decimal places. So rounding might be a good idea. So here it is, and I'm just going to round to, let's say, here. So the 7 tells the 5 to round up to a 6. Be careful. Make sure you're rounding. You're not just chopping things off. If you're just chopping things off, you could end up with quite an error on the end. Okay, so decameters, and we're talking about area, so decameters squared. And just down below here, there's a little square button. Okay, so I'm going to click on that, and that becomes decameters squared. Okay, and that's your answer. So you press return, and yay! All right, we're going to look at this question. We have find the area of the circle. In this case, we're given the diameter is 11.2 meters. Okay, so in this case, we're given the diameter, and we want to figure out the radius. So we're just going to half the diameter. So the radius is going to be half of 11 is 5.5, and half of 2 is half of 0.2 is 0.1, so 5.5 plus 0.1 is going to be 5.6. So the radius is 5.6 meters. Okay, so then our formula, area of a circle, is pi times the radius squared. And so I replace radius with 5.6, so it's pi times 5.6 squared, and then it's calculator work, right? So you take your handy dandy calculator, so pi times 5.6 to the power of 2, and there you go. Okay, so 98.5203, and it goes on for quite a while. Because you're multiplying by pi, it actually goes on forever. The calculator only displays it up to 12 characters long. Okay, or so. I didn't count how many characters, but a whole lot of characters. Okay, so that gives you 98 point. Now let's just look at the rounding that I'm doing. I rounded it to 5 decimal places, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 5 tells the 4 to round up to a 5. Okay, and that's why I have that answer. All right, let's go and see if it's right. So copy that back into the program, and remember I'm rounding to 5 or 6, 4 or 5 decimal places. I'm just going to round to this decimal place right here. The 5 times the 4 to round up to a 5, and then whoops, then meters, then meters, and I hit the square button, squared, and that's it. Ta-da! Okay, and that's how you do the area of a circle. Have a good day.